If your diesel engine is losing power, the root cause might actually surprise you. A lot of times, performance issues don't start with a mechanical failure. They start with dirty diesel injectors. Over time, fuel deposits bake onto the inside of your injectors, which disrupts how fuel gets sprayed into the engine. In this video, we're breaking down the most common diesel injector problems, the warning symptoms you need to look out for, and how cleaning them restores your lost power and efficiency. To really understand how these tiny deposits cause issues, we have to look at how modern diesel injectors actually work. Direct injected diesel engines from the 90s were a bit more forgiving, but modern engines generally use what's called a high-pressure common rail fuel system. These systems don't just dump fuel into the combustion chamber, they deliver it in an incredibly fine, highly atomized spray pattern. Think of it like a perfect microscopic mist. The smaller those fuel droplets are, the better they mix with the air and the more efficiently they burn. But here's the kicker. The engineering inside a modern injector is very precise. We're talking about internal clearances that are only a few microns wide, literally a fraction of the width of a single human hair. On top of that, these systems operate at incredibly high pressures, often 30 or even 40,000 psi. Because these tolerances are so small, there's no room for error. Even the smallest microscopic buildup can completely throw off how the injector performs. So what actually causes these diesel injector problems? It almost always boils down to injector deposits. You have natural fuel degradation. Diesel fuel looks stable in your tank, but when it's subjected to that extreme heat and pressure we just talked about, it can actually start to break down chemically. Add in everyday combustion byproducts and the random contaminants that sneak into standard diesel fuel, and you have a recipe for gunk. Over time, these elements cook themselves right onto the tiny holes at the very tip of the injector. As that layer builds up, it physically restricts the fuel, which is the root cause of dirty diesel injectors. So what happens inside your engine when things get dirty? Instead of an even spray, the pattern gets distorted, lopsided, or restricted. When your fuel spray is inconsistent, the fuel and air can't mix properly in the cylinder. You end up with incomplete combustion, meaning you're wasting fuel that isn't burning. This triggers a nasty chain reaction that leads directly to your engine feeling sluggish when you hit the throttle. The tricky part about the symptoms of dirty diesel injectors is that they don't happen overnight. At first, you might notice your engine losing power on steep inclines, or maybe there's a little extra black smoke in your rearview mirror. Then, you start noticing a rougher idle at startup, and you find yourself visiting the fuel pump more often than you used to. Because these symptoms creep up gradually, a lot of operators don't notice them for months. But over time, those unchecked deposits will degrade your performance and cost you real money at the pump. But here's the good news. You don't have to just sit back and let this happen. Most diesel injector problems are completely preventable. Keeping your fuel system pristine comes down to a few smart habits. Practicing good fuel storage if you have bulk tanks, doing your best to prevent water contamination, and most importantly, using a high-quality diesel fuel additive with injector cleaner detergents. A high-quality cleaner uses specialized detergents designed to target, break down, and wash away those baked-on deposits while preventing new ones from forming. That's exactly why Howe's formulated Diesel Defender, which features Howe's proprietary IDX4 detergent specifically engineered to clean out those stubborn internal deposits and maintain that factory-perfect fuel atomization. By keeping your injector tips clean and your spray patterns precise, treating your fuel with Diesel Defender ensures you get consistent engine power, maximum efficiency, and the peak performance your engine was actually built to deliver. If you're wondering how much Diesel Defender to use, each bottle states the treat rate. The 15-ounce bottle is perfect for light-duty use and treats up to 75 gallons. The 32-ounce bottle treats up to 160 gallons, so it's ideal for your mid-size implements. And finally, the 64-ounce bottle treats up to 320 gallons, which is ideal for over-the-road trucks. If you take away just one thing from this video, let it be this. Modern diesel engines and their components are built to extremely tight tolerances. Because those internal injector clearances are so incredibly tight, you can't afford to let even minor deposits build up. Keeping your injectors clean is the single best way to maintain proper spray patterns, guarantee efficient combustion, and protect your engine's overall health. If you found this breakdown helpful and want to learn more about diesel fuel systems, hit that subscribe button. We're always breaking down the real science behind diesel performance here at Howes.